Welcome.
You are watching Line Screw 1. Well, hello tubers. Long time no see. I don't usually do these kinds of videos because I really don't give a crap about vlogging by doing talking heads for hours and hours. Unlike Carolyn's RV life. I gotta throw her in there. Which actually brings me to the entire matter of this video. I'm going full nomad again. I take nomadic breaks, but since Carolyn's RV life can't legally come to Canada, I'm gonna take advantage of that. I'm gonna boldly go where she can't go before she does. So yeah, as you can tell, I got the Billy Goat thing going because during the pandemic I obviously don't give a crap. But I am tidying up my affairs in the metropolitan Vancouver area, and I think I want a break of, I don't know, a mental break, I guess you can call it, for some wide open spaces and new opportunities, a little bit of shits and giggles, because there is one good thing coming up with spring and summer, and that's the fact that 99.9% of all foreigners can't enter Canada. I could go down to the States. There's even companies that I could ship my RV, fly down, go through the loophole, and I could do that. But why would I go to the US in the summer in Canada when everybody wants to be up north? Because the thing about the northern latitudes in spring and summer is that the daylight hours are so much longer. So you get more daylight, less crowds. It's going to be a great summer wherever the heck I wind up. So can't really say come on up, I'll buy you a beer, because 99.9% of you can't come on up. Now I know a few of you are probably thinking about that. What about the Alaska loophole? Yeah, if you got a job you're going to or something, or you're going home to Alaska, or going up to Alaska to get a job, you can't pass through Canada, but there's no lollygagging. And I'll tell you what, in the springtime, it is so common for me to see license plates for RVs vehicles from Switzerland, Austria, and Germany, for example, on top of lots of American license plates, or I guess you guys call them tags in some places. If you were driving a foreign vehicle in Canada right now, you are sticking out like a sore thumb, and people are going to be watching you because they're going to think, hey, you violating the quarantine rules there, boy. So you could face some big problems if you try to use the Alaska loophole and then don't actually go to Alaska and do some side trips and lollygagging in beautiful Jasper and Banff National Park. Speaking of which, there's a new campground that will be opening in Jasper National Park. If you guys ever get a chance to spend time in those parks, you gotta do it. Beautiful Canadian Rockies. Everybody's got to see that shit at least once in their lifetime. Now for me, I grew up in Canada, so seeing the Rockies was something that I would see all the time on my trips to Alberta. So I am looking forward to enjoying a lot of open spaces with less tourists, and I think it's going to be good. I mentally require a change of scenery. It's not good to fester. Now during the winter, obviously you got to make a home base because you got to keep the electricity going, got to keep the heat going. You want to be near your doctor, you want to be near all the accoutrements of life, I guess. So summer's going to be good. So I am getting ready. I got to expand my battery bank and replace some batteries. I'm going to add a little bit more portable solar. I got to clean and organize things so that I know where everything is. Got to activate my satellite inReach Garmin communicator, because I'll probably be off-grid in many places where cell phone service don't work. That's the thing about remote parts of Canada. Your cell phone ain't gonna work, and you definitely ain't gonna get data to upload videos. That's why the nomads don't like going where it's really remote, because you can't do e-bagging without data and cell phone service. What up with that? Well, I'm just hoping that my beard gets longer than Carolyn's RV life beard after the pandemic. Maybe after the pandemic, me and Carolyn should kind of shave our beards for charity. Of course, my money would actually go to charity, if you know what I'm saying. So as I said, I got a million little things to do, and I got a few weeks to get her done and get my ducks in a row, so that I'm comfy cozy, got everything I need. I think I also am gonna buy a satellite TV system, so that if I'm in the middle of absolute nowhere, I can at least watch some news. And I kind of hate it when I go deep in the bush where I got no news from the outside world, and then you come back a week later and all sorts of crazy stuff happened and you don't have a clue. Especially if it affects you. You know, if it doesn't affect you, I guess it's not a big deal, but I kind of like being in the loop. I'm kind of an infomaniac. I like knowing and reading. I love news. Call me weird. So the game plan is getting a hitch mount for one of my motorcycles, mounting that up, and I'll park this baby, maybe find a place where I can store it, where I can take the insurance off it and save a bit of money. It's a little costly having insurance on 4 vehicles, so if I don't need the car, why would I have insurance on it other than for theft and fire, I guess. So I guess I'm trying to say is I'll be busy with all sorts of little tasks, administrative tasks, organizational tasks, a little bit of logistics, because I like to be prepared and comfortable. I don't like doing without. I'm not one of these nomads that brags that you can live on $400 a month and live good. $400 a month, I don't even think could cover my insurance costs. Of course, twiddling my thumbs in the middle of nowhere doing nothing isn't really my game plan. I like doing stuff, and it takes money to do stuff. So don't believe these people that tell you you can be a nomad on a few $100 a month, because it ain't true. Your life's gonna suck. It's a little bit of a hazy day here in metropolitan Vancouver, but at least it's not raining. Got a little bit of work to do on the Yamaha R3, because I'll be taking that on the road. Strangely enough, a bunch of the parts I ordered for my motorcycle turned out not to be available, so I managed to get some refunds on a bunch of stuff. So it's changing a little bit of my game plan of what I can do with the bike, but as long as it's usable, I guess that's all I really care about. I'll have time all summer to tinker on it. Speaking of motorcycles, there's a guy on a Harley just driving by. Love these year-round motorcyclists in Canada. It's where the real men live. No whine about the cold. So where the heck are you all going for spring and summer? Anybody doing any changes of latitude and changes of attitude? Because I'm telling you, I bet you at least half of you need to get out there and do something and go out there and see the world. What can I say? Northern latitudes in the summer, can't beat it. If they let me on a plane, trust me, I'd go to Sweden or Norway, but I don't want to do that 2-week quarantine on the way back. And let's face it, there's still a few countries that won't let you in right now anyway without a quarantine. But that's just the world we're living in right now, so I guess I can't complain. At least I'm trapped in the second largest country in the world. I don't know what I'd do if I lived in Belgium. Belgium's not that big. I remember when I was in France once, and a lady at my hotel, she goes, so where are you going today? I go, I'm going to Belgium. She looks at me and she goes, why would you go to Belgium? I said, because it's only an hour drive away.